Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Ida Lee, and this is Raw Emotions. And thank you for liking and subscribing, and please keep sharing these videos. And yeah, I still have a bathroom, handicap accessible bathroom I got to pay for. First thing I'd like to say is I got a job! Oh my gosh. Shipped. Hello. Um, I was talking with one of my respite workers, and it's like, we were just brainstorming some ideas, just to come up with some extra ways to make some money. And she said something about helping, some clients grocery shop. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a thing? And yeah. And sure enough, our phones listen to us. I was on Facebook and a advertisement for Shipped came up. And so I checked into it. I love working for them. Let me tell you, let's see. I can schedule that day, my availability. If Bella's homesick, I just take myself off the schedule. I don't have anybody to answer to, no one to call into, no one I got to feel bad about, nothing. I did learn a real valuable lesson, though. I overbooked myself and I was late on one of my orders, so I have an 83% delivery on time rate as of right now. But I think the thing that I love the most about it, there's three things actually. Number one, I get to go shopping for somebody else's crap. Okay, I don't care what it is. And let me tell you, some of the things that I'm picking up for people, it's like, wow, this is food. We think this is food. Anyways, so, I get my exercise. I walk back and forth between Myers. And I'm not a slow walker. Anybody who knows me, the kids laugh. They call it my Disney walk. Because I just zoom, wherever we're at. I have to slow myself down. So I'm shopping for somebody else's crap, okay? Don't have a care in the world. Second thing, when I go to ring myself out, I don't look at the price check. I don't look at how much it is. I don't care if there's any coupons or bottle returns or I don't care. I swipe my little card and collect my receipt. Bam. Buying something with somebody else's money, okay? And the third thing, I get to go give it away. I mean, come on. Seriously. Buying someone else's stuff, okay? Not having a care in the world. Spending someone else's money, not having a care in the world. And giving somebody something that they want, not having a care in the world. Oh my gosh, it's great for my mental stability. Anyways, yeah, so in 2 days off of 6 orders, I made $119. Cha-ching! I'll take it. Okay. Anyway, switching gears. We are getting back into speech therapy, OT, occupational therapy, and physical therapy, which is PT. She's ready. She's ready. I can't deny it any longer. I don't want to say fighting it, but I have to mentally get ready for this. These appointments are once a week for 3 months. And hopefully we can combine her PT and OT. And if not, those are 2 separate appointments as well. I am staying closer to home with her PT and OT. But the speech, unfortunately, we still have to go to Ann Arbor for. She has to see I don't know what the title is, what initials they have to have after their name. But we need another communication device. Her Dynavox broke. And the only way for insurance to approve it is for them to actually document her using it. We already have one. We already have shown proof. She knows how to use it. But, hey, let's just waste more money, more time. So it's been accepting, my responsibilities, basically, and the quality of life that I'm choosing to give her. So we'll be making that trip once a week to Ann Arbor. They are on a waiting list, but as soon as our names get called, we'll be down there once a week just to get that communication device. What won't you do for your child? Yeah. I had someone ask me that early on, when we were going to Montreal for different therapies, and Canada, or not Canada, but Chicago. And, I had someone say, when is enough enough? When do you stop? And I kind of looked at her questioningly, because I was like, well, when's enough for your kids? I was kind of dumbfounded by that statement or that question, because it's just like, well, did you actually just think about what you said? When's enough for your kids? Are you going to give up on yours? Why would I give up on mine? And it's perspective. That's all it is, it's just a different perspective. Anyway, so we're getting back into speech, PT, and OT. And then the only other thing that's been going on this week, nothing else has been going on, is we have lice. Yep, it's official. Got the call yesterday after I got my hair done. Do you like it? I had some fun colors put in it. It's called Rainbow. I got it done at Don Franco's by Martha. She knows what she's doing. She's good. So, yeah, lice. So I could have handled it one of two ways. The way I chose to handle it for me was the safer way. I listened to the call and said, okay, what do I need to do? I stayed calm. I had a game plan in my head, of everything that I needed to collect. Trying to think where she's been, the last couple days in our house. Because you have to carry her, you have to pick her up and move her from room to room, from the floor to her bed. Basically she's in her room or she's in our room, until we get the whole bathroom situated. But, so it was going through and bagging everything up and getting online, doing natural treatments. Those of you who do know me, I do not use any chemicals, preservatives. I try to stay as clean as we can. Let's just say for her. I control her environment as best as I can. Everybody else is, they have free will. they have their choices. But we don't do any chemicals. And I discovered that apple cider vinegar will actually dissolve the lice glue. I guess it's the egg sacs, that's what sticks to your hair shaft. And they like clean heads. They like the heads that are clean, and my girl's got a clean head. There's no products in there, and her shampoo you could actually eat. It's that organic. It has the seal. I'd have to go grab the bottle, but it's the only brand that has that seal where you can actually eat it. So when I say no chemicals, I literally mean no chemicals. So apple cider vinegar and tea tree oil. I put that all on her head and had that sit on there for an hour. From there, we did coconut oil, and I didn't dissolve it good enough. I just grabbed it out of the jar, so I had to add avocado oil as well, just to help make sure I was getting it all through her hair, nice and spread, spread through. And then I let that sit on there for another half an hour. And in the meantime, we're stripping her sheets, and thankfully we've got that hospital bed, and her mattress is plastic. So there's a reason for everything. There really is. And that little comb though, she has really curly hair. So if this doesn't work, we will have to cut her hair. But I'm really hoping this works, because her hair is so curly that if it's too short, I can't pull it up, because the curls actually will uncurl from the ponytail holder. Yeah. And when it's down, she, when she lays around or she's got snot, guess what? It's in her hair, Then that's why it's up a lot, and it's in a bun, it's up and out of the way. And I've only had to cut it once, it's only been cut once, and that was because there was a day where she had been throwing up multiple times, and we were trying to get ready for a cousin's wedding, and taking turns going to the ceremony and to the reception, and I had to cut it out of her hair. not too much had gotten cut off, I thought, but that's how I learned the lesson that those ringlets, man, they just uncurl. um, so yeah, it's just doing what needs to be done, and accepting it. I could have gotten angry. I could have yelled, I could have called the teacher and just reamed her a new one, and what good's it gonna do me or her? It's not her fault she got them, I mean, it happens, I mean, it's a part of life. Your dogs get fleas, people get lice. I mean, shit, it happens, deal with it. So that's what we're doing right now, is we're dealing with it. And from everything that I'm reading, it's not an issue. It's not, again, this little anthill, I'm not going to turn into a huge boulder that I am trekking over. I'm not going to do it. So, I've got my bearings and we're doing good. We're doing good. So, oh, and the other thing, so this is what's interesting and ironic at the same time. I have been giving her apple cider vinegar baths anyways. When we give her the rescue medicine as a suppository for a seizure, sometimes if I don't keep her clean enough, she will get a diaper rash. And it's just because the oil's starting to leak out, and it does give her diarrhea, so it's just a matter of keeping her real clean and keeping the ointment on her. And I was reading about, apple cider vinegar helping to change the pH for your skin. So I thought, well, let's try it for the diaper rash. And I put her in the tub with it, and oh my gosh, it was like 50% better. And it's like, seriously? So I just made up a little jar, and that's, I throw in the paper towel, and that's what I was using as wipes, was just apple cider vinegar and water. And I even sent that solution into the school, because I was just like, hey, don't use soap and water, use just the apple cider vinegar. And they were blown away by how much. And it doesn't sting, it doesn't burn, you can just wipe away, and the child's not screaming in pain. So there's a lot of uses for that apple cider vinegar. But the ironic part is, again, she's been getting those baths. So, I don't know how long we've had this issue. None of us have it. She's the only one in the house with it. So I think we've done a pretty good job of keeping it contained with really not knowing we had it. Yeah, and like I said, with the apple cider vinegar baths, apparently that, must have been doing something and helping. And with her spitting up, I mean, we change her sheets on average 2 to 3 times a week, so I think with just our daily living cycle, it didn't have a chance to really root and set in. So I'm optimistic. But yeah, and I guess I just want to say hey and give a shout out and tell y'all to have a great week. Things are moving and shaking, and you create your happiness. I'm in Michigan. We're in winter. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. I don't like the winter, but we create our own happiness. We create our own peace, and it's accepting where you're at. It's not an easy thing to do. Once you do it, though, you find you're not stressing out as much. But I hope you all have a great day. Keep smiling. Keep sharing your love. And thanks for listening. Bye.